Hi, this is 365821, and this is my final vlog for the Pride Manga Readathon. This is hosted by Bazaar and Katie and Ms. Manga. So I needed a little bit of a break from the previous video. I'm just needed a little bit of time. I've had something to eat, but I'm actually still hungry, so I'm gonna make something else. And it is quite late now in the day. But I have read a couple of volumes. I needed to read some Yen Press, so that's what I did. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to read the next Sasaki and Miyano. But then I wanted to make sure I knew what was going on because I remembered the last volume that I read, which was volume 4. I really enjoyed, but it kind of left it at a little bit of a cliffhanger. So I knew that I needed to reread it. So I did reread volume 4. It was super cute. And then I could read volume 5. Now, the reason I didn't read volume 5 previously is because I didn't have it. I needed to get this one because I had 6, 7. I think I now have 8. So I do have a few more volumes and I do enjoy them. I kind of want to just keep on reading, but I've got some spaces on the bingo board to fill in. So in volume 4, there was a bit of fighting or arguing at the end. And there was a little bit of like not fighting so much, but definitely a difference of opinion maybe that happened in this volume. But at the end there was definitely some fighting going on between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Where a fanboy needed to step in and be sort of translator. So I can put this one down, volume 4, and I put it down here. Volume 4, Fighting Sasaki Miyano, volume 4. So I can put, well, I don't know where, volume 5 up here. So Sasaki and Miyano 5. So let me just fill in my little, spread my little one. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's this one here. So I've got wee one here, and then what one was this? Fighting. So that is 1, 2, 3. So that's this one here. So there we go. So I got 2 bingos. So I do need to get this one here. Did I fill that one in? So we got all of these. So I need to get a love triangle coming out. Wait a minute. Where was fighting? Is fighting here? That's the second one. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, that was cuddling. Oh, it's this one. So I don't have another one, so I still need to get this one. So yeah. I need to find cuddling. Well, there was definitely cuddling in this. Damn it. Definitely cuddling. Cuddling was easy. I'm sure I've read something that had cuddling in it. Yeah, so I got fighting. I should have got cuddling as well. Anyway, so I could continue with some more Sasaki Miyano. I could get volume 6. I could read volume 6. That would be nice. So yeah, I need to get still, but I do need to get the Bara Geikomi one. And I think I've only got things that would be rereads. So I may as well reread something. And then if I want to, I can go on to more Sasaki Miyano. Because I do have some more volumes. I do have other things as well to read. Anything, really. And a true love triangle is something that I was chatting with Bizarre Individual about. What could be classed as a true love triangle? And some of the ones I came up with, many of them were rereads. Anything that happens, you know, when a boy gets a girlfriend and it's like, oh, there's gay pining, and then bisexual awakening, which is, you know, one of my faves. Love it. But it would be good to actually find something that's like a proper threesome that isn't just a love triangle, a threesome. And I don't know how many I have in my collection because some of the things I haven't read. I did find a couple, but they're not in this collection, they're in my other collection. So I'm trying to remember how many threesomes have actually been printed in English. And I don't think many because there's still a little bit of I don't know, an issue when it comes to the things that are chosen. I think some of the older ones, they'd be like short stories collections and there'd be threesomes in short stories for sure. But I can't remember. So I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to do a bit more research into BL threesomes. Actual true threesomes. When there are three people, not a love triangle, when someone ends up not getting the love that they have returned, which is a shame. But there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna find something with a big beefy guy to read. I'm wondering, is it Honey Darling? I could read that one again. That's a reread, and I haven't read it in a long time. Um, and that's a Sublime title. I really enjoy it. It's really nice. It's about a guy who's a vet and a guy who works at the vet, and the two of them get together. It's great. I love it. In fact, that's the choice. I might just go and read that actually. But there's lots of things I could read, but that's the one that's calling to me. A little one shot. So good morning. I am just getting all my volumes ready for. I need to put those boxes out. Ready for my photo because I need to do my photo spread and upload some of the videos onto my my computer so that I can start editing vlog number 2. And I'm realizing it's gonna be super long. It's gonna take me forever. I also realized what the date is today because it's Friday the 27th. Is it today? 27th? I didn't realize because I'm like, oh, we've still got ages before the end of the month. No, we do not. So yeah, I have 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th because it's only a 30 month rather than a 31. So I've got 4 days left to try and get this completed. Wish me luck. So I need to get cuddling. I need to get a love triangle coming out, which should be easy, you'd think. A bi or pansexual. Cheating. I have actually read something, so I'm going to talk about that in a second. So yeah, I don't have huge lot of things to get now. But I also need to make my photo spread for, and I usually just collect them all and put them on the floor and make them up. So I've got 8 volumes of that, 2 volumes of that, 1 volume of Events, even though I've read 2, this volume, and this volume. Yeah. Where did I put the second half? Was under it. Yeah. I'm like, where did I put everything? So yeah, I need to make my spread up. I also need to have coffee, and I've got a Danish. So but yeah, I am also unfortunately working today because even though I would not normally have today as a work day and I'd be working tomorrow, unfortunately I did say, oh, I'll cover that shift. So I'm actually working every single day for the rest of the month. My next day off is the 1st. So I'm going to be working. So we're going to see how much reading I can get done and see. So this is a bit of a challenge, actually. Well, I don't know. Maybe. So yeah, we will see. But I first of all need to get my spread done of this. And then I also need to, film my haul video because I usually film it before the end of the month so that I can put it up on Patreon, and then I need to edit that as well. So I don't actually think I'm gonna get it done until Saturday, Sunday. Nah. So yeah, it won't be as early. Sorry, peeps. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Did not realize the dates were going so fast. Anyway, I'm gonna make my little spread and then get the kettle on. So there is like my flatly, I smooshed them around. I didn't realize I'd read so many, but then of course it's an 8-volume series, Blue Flag. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I got 2 fences. 13, 14, 15. 15 volumes. So I did read more than 10. And I had 11 in the last one. So yeah, I'm doing quite well in terms of my reading for the month, which is great. I think this might be my best reading month. Definitely. But yeah. Still haven't finished the bingo. Damn it. Although technically I could put Blue Flag in a lot of things. And so far I've only put it in for the Viz title. And it could cover a lot. So yeah. I think I definitely could have had it for a lot of the prompts. Anyway, I'm going to continue and I'll tell you what I was reading and show you my croissant. So here's my lovely croissant. I've got a chocolate one and a cup of coffee. And I did read Honey Darling. These are the other two. I think I'm just going to go into volume 6. I might just read volume 6. But yeah, I did do a reread of Honey Darling. A little bit last night. I started it, took it up to bed, and then I finished it this morning before I came down. So I'm going to put it in here, even though technically I'm not sure how I feel about it. So which one is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. So it's this one here, right? Just double checking. So I've got a bingo. Woo! Yeah, I still need to do this one. Redo this one, cuddling. Although there was lots of cuddling in this one. This is a really cute one. This is by Akira Norikazu, who I think, what did they say? Yeah. Twins Labyrinth, Heartstrings, Beast and Feast. Beast and Feast I still haven't actually read, and is the sister of mangaka Home Run Ken. So yeah, this is, I'm not entirely sure, is this Bara? Would you classify this as Bara? Like early? I don't know. I just felt like because he was always constantly described as a bear, but after having read it, I'm not sure if this counts. I mean, look at those abs. But it was very much like not the usual BL from the time, because you had a guy who, you know, maybe not show you that. So in my head I always felt like, but then after having reread it, because it's been a while since I read it, I was like, I'm not sure if this counts, but I'm going to put it down as counting. I'm going to put it down because I do not want to read a Sakura title. And the thing is, I still have a lot of Sakura titles to read because I bought the box set from June Manga. And it's still in its plastic wrap. I still haven't unwrapped it and read any of the volumes. So I have a lot of Sakura to read. And I feel like that would be definitely classed in the Bara. Because I don't know what gender Sakura is. I don't know. So yeah, the whole Bara gay comi thing, I feel slightly uncomfortable about it because I don't have a lot of what would be classed as Bara, and I don't have a lot of what would be classed as gay comi. So there's not. I don't know. I don't even know how much has been published in English. So yeah. Anywho, I have this now. I'm going to do a reread because I was talking to Bizarre about bisexual, pansexual representation, and also what else? Threesomes or love triangles. This doesn't have well, it has like that, like I mean, spoilers for Jackass. He likes him, he likes him, he likes him. So it's just that, and he likes him. So, but this isn't like the main point of the story. The main point of the story are these two guys. And the fact that he ends up liking his friend and his friend ends up liking him, but yet they're both, and he's especially considering himself straight. So, and he's also having this sort of like gay panic, like, oh no, am I? I think I do. I think I like him. And he's like, I just like your legs. I'm a teenage boy, I popped a boner. Like, but I want to read it. I want to reread it. So I'm going to reread it before I go to work. Like, I don't need to reread it, but I have already started because I'm just like, because I brought it out because I was like, yeah, there's definitely like, it could be classed as threesome type thing because there's a triangle, you know, there's people going, there's people happening in configurations or not. Poor boy, he goes through it. He goes through it. I really cannot wait for the English one of these two. I'm wondering how it's going to go. Am I going to like it? Because I really liked this one when it was coming out, but I don't know, I'm going to reread it anyway. It's a reread for me. I do enjoy it. Maybe because of Scarlett Berco's artwork and just how sensual she's drawing this teenage boy in his tights. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to read this next. And I am going to have to go to work. So we shall see. And then tomorrow, so I'll get home late. We'll see if I can finish this today, or if not, I'll finish it tonight. And then tomorrow, I do want to read something else when I get home. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I get up early and go to the shops, because I need to go to the shops. Yeah, in the morning. Anyway, this is me rambling now. I'm gonna have something to eat and read this. That's my plan. I did enjoy this, by the way. I didn't actually say what it's about. If you haven't read it already, Honey Darling is a lovely, cute, fairly low angst, low stakes, just fluffy good time. I loved it. If you haven't, do a reread. It's lovely. And there's a cat in it. It's great. We're following, what was his name? I've forgotten already. Chihiro. He finds a cat called Shiro, and he can't leave it alone. He has to adopt this cat in the box. That should be a trope as well. That's definitely a manga trope. Cat, or usually a cat, but a cat in a box. I mean, it's in Cherry Magic as well, isn't it? It is. So he adopts this little cat called Shiro, and then it gets sick and he needs to find a vet. And so he does find a vet, and that was Kumazawa. And Kuma, of course, means bear. So that's why the whole big bear man type thing. That's why I thought, oh, it'll be Mara. That's not right. Well, maybe, I don't know. And then he ends up going to him and he gets told off. And so he gets really like upset, but he's like, I will look after you, Shiro. I will, because he's got nothing else going on in his life. And so he ends up seeing a job advert and he's like, well, it's actually for my wife. But it's like, you mean a housekeeper? Like someone who cooks and cleans and helps with the work at the veterinary clinic? And he's like, yeah. So it's a live-in position, so it's quite well paid and you get good benefits, but you have to live with this gentleman. And he's like, cool. And that means he can get his cat like looked after. So yeah, he decides to do it because he's kind of not a vagrant or a vagabond. He's just someone who floats through life. He doesn't really have anything going for him and he feels like he's kind of aimless, and he finds an aim in this found family. It really does feel like two gay guys and their adopted cat. This also had like bisexual, because both of them are straight, and then so I could have put that down for that, but the whole point was to read the bar, even though it's not really, and I'm putting it down for that. The bisexual awakening in this, lovely. I love it. I love his gay panic. His gay panic is so funny, especially when he sees him in the shower coming out in a towel, and it's like. So yeah, this was super cute. This is a great one. I highly recommend Honey Darling. So cute. So yeah, I'm gonna read the rest of Jackass, or at least some of it, before I go to work, and have something to eat and then get ready. Okay, I'll check it when I'm finished. So I am almost ready to go to work. Just got a couple more things to get. And I have finished Jackass. It was a great reread. It was kind of, I don't know, I feel like I get something out of it differently every time. Because there's things about it that are interesting, like his relationship with his mother and the expectations that he has, that it doesn't really seem like that gets dealt with very much, or what kind of life his sister has led, and what you're comfortable with in accepting in your partner, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's a lot. I love their relationship as well. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, I obviously don't think that a teenage boy should have a relationship with his school nurse, but It is what it is. So there's a lot in here, actually. Let's see. It's a Viz Sublime title. There's cuddling for sure. I don't know. Would you count it as the start of a series? Because we will hopefully be getting the other one. Love triangle. There's like shenanigans and stuff coming out for sure. There's a scene in that, so I could put it in there. Fighting. There's fighting. There is a tall bottom, short top in this as well. I forgot about that. Bi or pansexual, I could put it for that. Cheating, well, there was a big discussion about that because of sort of like blackmailing subplot. First dates, I guess. Did they have like a kind of first date? First kiss. Was that his first kiss? I think it probably was. Underwear for sure. For sure. Listen this. Second chance. Well, they did have a falling out, but it's not really a second chance. So yeah, I think it does cover quite a lot. So I could put it down for quite a few things. I don't know what I should put it down for. I mean, I was reading it for this because I was like, oh, well, but I don't know. What should I do? Should I put it down for this one? This was the one I was originally going to put it down for. So let's just do that, shall we? Jackass. So that is the first one on the third line. So here, so it doesn't help me to make a bingo yet. So I still have, the one I'm going to read next is, I'm going to go back. I'm going to read volume 6 of Sasaki Miyano. So I'll probably check in with you tomorrow because I do have to go to work now. I have to go to work. So yeah, we shall see. Yeah. It's going to be good because of what happened. You know, they're at that stage now. It's like, ooh. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go to work, so I will check in. It's probably gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow, and I need to film because I didn't film today. I will need to film my haul videos and stuff, so that needs to get done. We shall see how much I can get done. Can I get this finished? I don't know, actually. Technically, I feel like I have because I've covered these. I just haven't used I haven't used Blue Flag for all of them, you know, that's kind of thing. So we shall see what I can get out of this one. So hello, it is the next day. I feel like I've been up for hours and it's so hot. It's so hot. It's a bit muggy looking now, but it was super bright and I'm tired because I got up early and I went to the shops and I got my stuff and then I went to work. And then on the way home from work, I felt so exhausted. I'm so tired. I actually was just like, you know what? The bus is coming in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna get the bus. Just gonna get the bus. So yeah, I'm tired. And then as soon as I got in, I just kind of zoned out for ages and then had to remember to put all my shopping away and then I was like, okay. But I had started this last night. So I read most of it last night and I was just so tired. And then I just finished it just now. So I still need to film my haul video, so I'm gonna do that. It's getting later, but because it's so bright generally, I mean it's looking muggy because it's grey and kind of is it gonna rain? Don't know. Is it gonna thunderstorm? It's more like it. So, and also I'm wondering if there's gonna be noise and stuff, so hopefully I can film. So I'm gonna have to shut all the windows to stop the noise getting in, but it's gonna be super hot and muggy. Anyway, I'm gonna try film my haul videos and then do some editing afterwards. But I have finished Sasaki Miyano volume 6 and it was so good, guys. It was so good. When I watched the anime and this wasn't really like, oh, I was like, okay. But reading it hits different, man. Reading it hits different. I think I prefer the manga experience. Look at that. Look at the goodness. Ugh, their love is lovely. And then at the end, the little they still have all these like yonkoma, and they still have a little bit of like just a couple of pages of Kaguya. You don't know Kaguya. They're cute. He's like, oops, I got in the wrong bed. So this had a lot of stuff, so let's have a look. I think I'm gonna put it down as cuddling, which is a shame because I've already technically ticked the wrong box, so I don't really get to tick again, but it does mean that it's properly ticked. And I get another bingo now, so I can technically be like, here, woo. So I'm gonna put it down as cuddling. So Sasaki Volume 6. There we go. But it did have other things in it as well. Like I suppose coming out as in they're dating now. And first kisses. Oh yeah. So and they kind of have gone on dates and stuff, haven't they? They go out, they do stuff together. So is it called a date though? Look at that. I absolutely love this panel. This panel is so great. Like, I know that there's a bit of like, you know, would you consider this to be a sort of self-censorship? Or is this a deliberate choice by the mangaka? And I want to think of it as a deliberate choice by the mangaka, almost like, yeah, this is what's happening. We all know what's happening, but this is just for them. This kiss is their kiss, and that's theirs in private. And we are aware of it, but we don't need to be, you know, privy to everything. So there's that level of intimacy that's only reserved for them because it's their kiss, their first kiss. I'm just like... So yeah, I really like this panel. I really like the cut off and where it's cut off in both panels and how it's being constructed. I really love the composition. That's the word I'm looking for. The composition of this page is just lovely because we don't need to be. We're already squeeing. Squee! Squee! It's this though. It's that whole poof. It's just so cute. The hands clasping behind. Oh. And the fact that they hadn't actually exchanged numbers. Oh, yeah, it was good. It was so good. Anyway, I've got some filming to do, so I don't know how much I'm going to be reading. And when I'm going up to film, I'm going to be checking to see what's still on my TBR because most of the books are still up there. So, yeah, we shall see what gets read or done next. So I've just filmed my haul video very quickly, having to yeah, write all stuff down and check prices and stuff. So now I have to edit this, but I'm still editing the other video and it's taking forever. But I think I should probably edit this, my other one, my unboxing, first, just because they're a bit faster and easier to edit. I think it's going to take me forever to get vlog 2 out. Anyway, yeah, this is my haul. It's a massive stack actually. It's pretty big. Oof. Can't wait to read it all. Yay! So I am trying to edit. This is the one I've decided because I was feeling like when I went up to film, I was like, oh yeah, this is still on my TBR. There's quite a few things still on my TBR, which I know I'm not going to get to. It's just how it is, especially because I'm quite tired. And so I've started this one. I don't know if I'm going to get it finished today. So we are editing at the moment, and we're reading Is Love the Answer by Uta Isaki, which I really wanted to read. So I kind of beat up copy, but I feel like it's not too bad. So far, we've just been introduced to the character who is questioning and there is a trigger warning right at the start, which I appreciate when they do that, especially because of how this starts. So it does start when she's in, what's her name? Chica. She starts in high school and she gets asked out by a boy. She's not really that bothered about it, but she's like, oh, okay then. Because she doesn't really understand. Um, and then something bad happens. So that's what the trigger warning is for. And I do feel like it's appropriate. Um, and her friends are all just like, yeah, well, it happens. So I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And stop trying to force it. Already I'm like, oh yeah, trying to think about my own experiences. But I don't feel like I'm actually physically and mentally, emotionally in this because I am also editing and uploading videos and trying to get that done. So yeah, I also have been distracted all week from all week. I've been distracted. I think reading Blue Flag was actually quite good because like utterly distracted by what's it called, K-pop Demon Hunters. Just the music everywhere, I'm loving it. It's so good. I want to do a rewatch. But Blue Flag kind of took my attention back to manga, and I feel like doing the editing is not really great for putting my energy into this manga, and I really want to like properly digest this. So I might just put a pause on it. And also, I've been distracted by something else that's come up on my feed. I mean, I built my my algorithm is built brick by brick, because it's like they just like my algorithm knows me, and it's like, you know what? I kind of feel like a sci-fi where your algorithm is your best friend, a bit like Jarvis in Avengers. Like, here you go, Tony. Here's. I feel like that's what it's like because I just saw like a little short clip of A Dream Within a Dream, the new C drama that's coming out, and I was like, okay. So I did put this on pause for a wee bit. Watched some of the qualifying for the Grand Prix, which is tomorrow, and uh, yeah, I watched a bit of the Grand Prix and then saw this clip and I thought I really want to. So I've been searching out. I might just watch a little bit of C drama, which isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. But as I'm trying to do lots of things at the same time, media everywhere. So it is quite a bit later. I'm ready to go to my bed. I've been doing some editing and getting videos for the haul video and the unboxing video done. And watching A Dream Within a Dream, which I know I should be, but also I did finish this, so I've been like not just distracted by Chinese dramas. um so is Love the Answer by Uta Isaki. I think this is a good one. We're really just following Chika and um her kind of coming into her own and taking the initiative to learn more about herself instead of just wondering and being like, oh, what am I, who am I, what, how do I fit into this world. She's, instead of just asking herself those questions or realizing she doesn't fit in, she's actually going out and asking these questions to other people as well. And so she's using the experience of going to college for the first time to talk to other people, specifically people that might be able to help her, like the professor or the people she lives with or friends that she makes. And it's not always the easiest thing, but I do think that it's something that she needs to do, and she needs to have these conversations and be open and honest. And I thought it was really nice that she made these two friends from this group. One's a Fujoshi, so of course I'm like, yes. One is a man who is in a relationship with another man, and so there is a little bit more of a acceptance. And I like how a gay man, an asexual, and a Fujoshi all becomes good friends. It just feels like, yeah, there's an element of Fujo culture that means that you're maybe more accepting of other people and their lives, because you yourself, especially in Japan, especially traditionally, I mean, I don't think it's so much now, but traditionally it has been like, oh, if you're otaku, then you're slightly on the fringe of society. And, there is an element of being on the fringe of society, therefore you accept others who are. So that's not always the case, but I do like that. Um, and her professor is very much like, she never says this is what I am until she says, I've heard this word, is this what I am? And she's wanting someone to say, this is what you are, here's a label. Whereas being able to come to the conclusion that I can choose my label when I want, and if it changes, it changes. There's still the whole shenanigans with uni students and stuff like that, but they seem like they're really much more open. And I like that these two hanging out in the end. Ume-chan senpai. He seems like a a good person to be around. Really does help to question Chika's understanding along with the professor, that they're, any kind of stereotypes that other people have made, or the assumptions that she has about herself, they help her to question that. And she gets, by the end of it, this like found family, this which you need to make, don't you? You need to have that. I like that she didn't really come up with anything 100% definitive that would last forever. I like that. So yeah, it was an interesting one, considering it was about asexuality. It's not necessarily about asexuality, it's about one person's, this character, Chika's journey with asexuality. And there was definitely some things about it that I could, like, that resonated with me and my experience. So I liked that about that as well. I did come across this though, which I've never seen before, which was really kind of interesting. Kaeruka syndrome, literally turned into a frog syndrome. This is a term used in Japan to describe a psychological state where someone's feelings fade quickly once they know their crush likes them back, as if that person has suddenly turned into a frog. The syndrome stems from low self-esteem, in which the person is convinced that if someone likes them, something must be very wrong. And I always thought, well, there is an element of that in my life for sure. I definitely, when I was growing up and as a teenager at school and stuff, I might have had crushes on people, but I definitely didn't want them to like me back. I mean, ugh. And then when people did, it was like, oh, well, we can't ever be, friends again. Oh, I can't believe you looked at me that way. And obviously I don't find them attractive anymore. So yeah. So I'm wondering, like, well, yeah, maybe I have low self-esteem, but that's fine. As a teenager who doesn't. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting because I never heard of it. Kaeruka syndrome. It's a fairly new fashionable term in Japan. So you think people are like princes, but then as soon as they like you back, they turn into frogs. Almost like the opposite of having the frog who turns into the prince, that kind of thing. So yeah, I did enjoy it, but yeah, it was another one down. I probably won't read anything more tonight. I do need to go to work tomorrow, and I'm feeling tired because it's been a long day, and I've been trying to edit stuff and read, and getting distracted by a Chinese drama. So I don't know what I'm gonna read. I've got 2 more days. But this, I'm gonna put this down as coming out, because what's it called? Is love the answer? Mainly because, oh, is this pen working? There we go. There's a point where they're talking about coming out. There's a nice discussion when she chooses to tell this group at university. There's four of them. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come and hang out?" And she's like, "I'm not sure if these people are my type of person." Um, and then they have a bit of an argument and stuff. But uh, she does let them know, and it does feel like a sort of coming out. And then she gets negativity from two in the group, but the other two don't actually say anything. But those are the ones that become her friends in the end. And they apologize and they say, "I really wanted to say something, but I didn't really know what to say." So there is a bit of coming out in terms of, and they do talk about coming out just in general, about what it is to convey whatever it is you are or how you live to other people. So yeah, I liked that. So where does this come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it is here, which does not give me a bingo. But I feel like I can get these two done. A love triangle and some cheating, which you'd think might go together. So I feel like I could definitely get these two before the end. So fingers crossed. I still have a lot of editing to do. Man, I filmed a lot when I was reading Blue Flag. Jeez. So long. It's so long. And I think my poor computer is just going to be dead by the end of it. It's too old for this. Anyway, I think it's time for bed. I will check in tomorrow at some point. So it's a little bit later. I've had like work and stuff. I've been editing quite a bit. I'm really tired. I got totally obsessed with that drama, so yeah, I'm still watching it. I've made some onigiri, proper ones. I just like wrap them up and they're like properly. This is my new favorite thing, my obsession. But I have read. Turns out my online friend is my real life boss. Volumes 1 and 2. So I reread volume 1 because I have that digitally. And then I read this one that I bought earlier this year. So I can definitely put this down as a love triangle. And there was talk about cheating as well. It wasn't necessarily that anyone was cheating, and they were specifically saying that they didn't. Like there's a bit in, like, where is it? That he becomes friends with someone else. There's definitely love triangle-ness going on, love square, miscommunication, all of that kind of stuff. We obviously have the young guy, Kumataro, who is like, he likes Hashimoto, but Hashimoto's with Shiraishi. Shiraishi? Yeah. It's super cute. It's very like wholesome, non-spicy, this one. So if you're not really a spicy fan, then this is a good one. Nomura. But yeah, he starts acting up because doing things, because he's talking about being jealous. But he's like specifically like, I know you're not cheating. It's just I'm feeling jealous. So I'm not sure if I can put it down. Like, he like specifically says how he felt when he was jealous, because he was jealous earlier in one of the other volumes. And it was just like something that happened because he's just so hot. He's just so hot. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if I can count it as cheating, because they're not actually cheating. They're just jealous because they, yeah. So I'm not sure I can put it down as cheating. I thought, oh, I'll read these two ones. Maybe that'll be it. So yeah, I can definitely put it down for a love triangle because it's more like, it is more of a love triangle because there's a bit of things going on. I don't know how I feel about the romance of this. They only seem like they're getting to be really romantic later on. But yeah, I can put this down and I can take this one off. So I'm going to put online friend. And that was volumes 1 and 2. And so that is this one here, isn't it? Yeah. So I do get a bingo. but I just have this one left. Cheating. And of course I have, you know, had that come across in like any number of the ones I've read. There's things about people like this, you know, the second alpha was all about like cheating on someone. Are they or are they not, that kind of thing. Yeah, so there was definitely stuff in other volumes I could use, but I do want to find one. So I need to think about what's on my TBR just now that I could read. Although I probably won't get it done because I really want to get the video. It's still exporting the vlog, the second vlog. I know it's taking forever. So yeah, just trying to see if I can get that done and finished. Yeah, one more and it has to be cheating. So I'll have a look at what's in my stacks and see. And then I've got one day to do it. That's it. So I'll need to read it tonight or tomorrow. That's it. Because I'm working again tomorrow. So. Last day. Can I complete? It's literally down to the wire, guys. It's down to the wire. So yeah, I'm going to have a wee search around. But I'm going to eat this first. I've got tuna mayo. It's delicious. Just going to carry on. So I've got one more prompt to read for. And I'm probably going to pick from here because I know... Well, I don't know for sure because it's been such a long time. But I suspect that cheating is something that happens in this volume, Intense Rain. But I will probably be reviewing it for another video. But I will let you know if it does actually have it. Because otherwise I'll need to read something else. So yeah, I'll probably check in... Put this back. I will probably check in tomorrow. Because tomorrow will be the last day. If this has it. If not, I'll have to try and find something very quickly and read it before work, because obviously, yeah, I'm not, I feel like this is quite a good condition. I thought I had one that was in worse condition. Maybe I've got two and this is the second one, I don't know. But yeah, I think this might have cheating. I'm not 100% sure, but I just remember not liking one of the characters for doing something, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. We shall see. And then that would be me and I'd get them all. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So I finally uploaded my 2-hour long reading vlog. That's how long it took. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly. Can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Super, super long. But it is now up on Patreon. It took such a long time. So yeah, happy that it's there. I'm going to work today, so I have to see what else I can get read or done before the end of today. So good morning. It is actually the 1st. I did finish Intense Rain, but I finished it last night. So I did start this. I was not really that interested in it. But I knew I wanted to read it, and I do my review for things. So I haven't filmed that yet, but I will film it. So I have read this, but it took me a little bit longer. One, I was editing and getting stuff, and I was getting distracted by a dream within a dream, massively. If you haven't already, go check it out. It's quite funny. I'm enjoying it so far. But this is a manga that does have cheating in it, and so I am not the biggest fan of that. The drama, the melodrama, and it even though the cheating is just like the first part of it, because this is like a second chance romance. There's a time skip. These are all things that I'm like, oh, I might put that in my bingo board. This is definitely for the 801 readathon. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking I might put a time jump or a time skip as something, because that does happen, and usually that's within a second chance romance. And I'm not a huge fan of second chance romance, but they do come up a lot, and I kind of do feel that they're more emotional. There's more oomph to the story, and it's either you jump back in time or you jump forward. And after a little bit of a thought, I did think, oh yeah, the World's Greatest First Love is a story that has the time jump in it. It's a second chance romance. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I do have cheating, which means I did complete the bingo board. Woo! So I did have one for at least one volume for everything. So yeah, Intense Rain, just as a quick, we have an absolutely awful person, Takaaki. His name's Baba, which isn't a very common Japanese name, so I'm wondering if that's actually his name or if there's like a mis like translation of his name. Like, I don't know what the Japanese is, so it would be more interesting. Anyway, we follow him and he spots this young kohai at university, and he's like a douchebag. He's like an absolutely awful person, and he sees him and basically is like, great, I'm going to corrupt this young kohai. I'm going to have my way with him, and yeah, let's see how upset I can get him, you know? And he admits straight away to getting him drunk so that he could take advantage of him. Like he's a wrong un. He's a wrong un. Like he's totally, you know, red flag straight away. You just think, what an awful person. And then he decides to pursue him because he got upset, and he's like, oh, I really enjoy seeing him upset. Like, you are an awful person. Anyway, that they break up because he cheats on him, so there's the cheating. And then 5 years later, the time jump, they meet again, and he seems like he's in a sense turned his life around. He's a teacher now, and every time he's been in a relationship, he's always compared them to him. I should probably get, what's his name? Ryuji. So yeah, he's stuck on this guy that he treated appallingly for fun, and he didn't realize he was actually in love with him. And it's like, good, you don't deserve him. So yeah, anyway, he then tries to get Ryuji back, and Ryuji's like, no, you broke my heart and I don't want to. So it's just mostly back and forth, the emotional back and forth of these two men at that stage. But Ryuji's just a young thing who's completely taken advantage of at that stage. And it's just, how much do I, as a reader, want to forgive this absolutely awful person? I don't. So that's why I was never really a fan of it. By the end of it, you kind of feel like, do I want them to be together? And still part of me is like, no. I do like it because it's one of Fuashinri's earlier works. And her art style did change and modify a little bit. It does remind me a little bit of Naono Bora, because of the heaviness of the eyes, especially like at the back. There's the one that you can see, like the way that it's drawn very heavily. Anyway, and then there's this little extra at the end as well, which is about two guys who go to a bar and lie about their age. One of them's like takes 5 years off his age, and one of them adds a few years onto his age, and so the age gap is bigger than they both thought. Turns out he's in love with his brother. Oh no! I mean, it's so funny, that whole. There's a few tropes in here that I'm like, should I add them onto the bingo board? Because I do need to get that done. It's the 1st of July. I need to make that video up. So yeah, I should have said in my earlier videos, this is going to come before, like, this is probably going to release after that. I'm going to make that video. I'm going to try and do it today or tomorrow. My announcement video, and make all of my stuff up, because I've been making a list. But for next year as well, I need prompts, BL prompts that are specifically BL, or things that appear in BL. But a time jump is something that I don't think I've had. I'll need to go back over my previous years, but that's one that I'm thinking. Anyway, rambled on. I have completed it. I can put this in this pile, which is everything I read in this video. So Sasaki Miyano, 4 and 5, Honey Darling, Jackass, Is Love the Answer, and also Sasaki Miyano, Volume 6. And then turns out my online friend is my real life boss. I read volumes 1 and 2, and then Intense. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just shy of 10, which I think is fine because this is, I think, what I read in the first video, and this is what I read in the second video, and this is what I haven't read. And that's telling as well, that there's quite a few things that I put on my TBR. Some of them I didn't think I'd get to, but, you know, that was me being optimistic. But there's this, and I haven't read volume 3 and 4. And I gotta say, like, I read a lot of stuff this month, and some of them were great, but some of them were kind of disappointing. And I think I turned my childhood friend into a girl. I had been kind of excited to get volume 2, 3, and 4 because I kind of enjoyed volume 1, but then in my reread, I did not enjoy it. I was like, oh. And then volume 2 was only just meh. So I think I will, I mean, I'll read volume 3 and 4, but it's going to be a bit of a, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. Maybe it'll take a turn. Anyway, Blue Flag is there as well. I feel like I've calmed down enough that I can look at Blue Flag and go, oh yeah, that was all right. But, yeah. I think that's just generally what everyone's, yeah, it is what it is. I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out, to be fair. I don't feel like it's like, well, we don't want to be BL. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from Blue Flag is, well, we want to make an LGBT work, but we don't want it to be in any way BL. Which I feel is like a bit of a disservice to the actual work itself, so, or the characters that you've created. Anyway, enough about Blue Flag. It's not really, I don't think it'll ever be enough. I think I really need to have a conversation about it with someone just to get it out of my system. Like, we need to talk about it. Fence was great, I loved it. Someday I'll Fall for You is lovely. I hope they publish a spin-off. Otherworld's books, I absolute fave. Absolute banger. Always. 10s across the board. And then the two at the top there, The Girl That Can't Get a Girlfriend and the second Alpha, both were slightly disappointing. Maybe because I had higher expectations for them than, yeah, what they ended up being. Sating the Wolf, I reviewed another video, I think, so it was okay. Nagahama To Be or Not To Be was also only just okay. Oh, I wasn't enamored in the same way that I am with Jackass, which is funny. Cherry Magic was much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was like, yeah, it's going to be okay, but no, I loved it. My Brain is Different was really interesting. I enjoyed the stories. Lethal Dose of Love was okay, but I feel like it was slightly more depressing than it needed to be, and also that I wanted it to be. And then Hate Me But Let Me Stay has a lot of the tropes in it that I don't think a lot of people will like, so it's not something I would recommend. I enjoy it enough, but it's certainly not my favourite. I feel like there's too much negativity in it for me to be like, oh, this is a fave. Yeah, it's still a good solid series, but I need to get the rest of the volumes to see where it goes, and I don't know where it goes. I don't. And then here we've got Sasaki Miyano, which is a bit like Cherry Magic. Like, am I in my fluffy, wholesome, cutesy era? Because I love this as well, and I'm like, I need to read more Sasaki Miyano. I need to read more. I do have volume 7 and 8 now, but I don't have 9 and 10. And I do have volume 4 of Kagiura, Hiranon Kagiura. So yeah, I do need to read them, but I kind of don't want to until, like, I don't know, I like want to save it for when I really need something cute and sweet, but also I just want to read it right now. Honey Darling was great. Go read Honey Darling. Jackass, always a fun time. Is Love the Answer also was slightly disappointing, I'm gonna be honest. Like this one as well. I'm like, it was okay. It was just that one person's story, and I feel like that's important, but I didn't feel like it was. It wasn't groundbreaking. I maybe had hyped it up too much, so that's my fault, you know. Anyway, more Sasaki Miyano, love it. God, I just want to read right now. And then turns out my online friend is my real life boss. I really liked the first volume. The second volume was okay. I'm wondering where the third volume takes it, because this second volume had a big chunk at the end, which was the first chapter of the Yearning Fox one that Nomura did. And I'd already just read that, so it's like, what a waste. I want more story from these guys. Yeah. And then Intense Rain, which is a cheating story. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like I did really well. Thanks so much to Bazaar and Katie and Ms. Manga for hosting. And well done me, pat on the back for getting it. It is the 1st of July, so I'm going to maybe take it a little bit easier. I have plans to redo my shells, so that might happen today, tomorrow. It might be a long-term video plan. I need to get that filmed. But yeah, I have things to do, so I'm gonna finish the vlog here. Thanks so much for watching. If you've watched all of them, thanks. I'm happy that I managed to get as much read this month, and I don't think I would have if there wasn't the readathon on. So thanks so much for hosting, guys. And thanks for watching to the end of this video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get that announcement video with the bingo board done soon for AO1. I'll look forward to that. Anyway, take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.